The relief, joy tinged with sadness at justice finally being done, as this court in Buenos Aires passed sentence on some of those responsible for Operation Condor.
Inhabilitación especial para ejercer cargos públicos.
Nearly 2 years of testimony, more than 200 witnesses and tens of thousands of documents from across South America, detailing how 6 military governments colluded in the kidnap and torture of militants, union leaders and students, anyone they perceived as enemies, seeking refuge in one another's countries.
We have gathered many testimonies from victims of different nationalities, documents from different countries, including the U.S. State Department, which will allow us to see how Plan Condor operated.
In 1975, military and intelligence leaders from 5 South American neighbours, Brazil joined in later, formed Operation Condor to exchange information, to cooperate in detention and torture, ensuring their opponents had nowhere to hide. This vehicle repair shop was shared by the Argentine and Uruguayan military as their principal torture centre in Buenos Aires for victims of Operation Condor. They called it the Garden. The mere mention of the Automotores Orletti torture centre still strikes fear into the hearts of many. This verdict won't end that nightmare, but more than 30 years after this place closed, some of the surviving victims may sleep a little easier. Mabel Carriega's mother, Esther, was a feminist activist in Paraguay. She fled the brutal Stroessner regime for Argentina, where she helped found the Mothers of the Plaza de Mayo human rights group. She was detained at a church meeting in 1977, along with other activists and 2 French nuns. They were never seen again.
There was coordination between the dictatorships of Latin America. What I always say, what I think is that this plan, this repression was designed to impose neoliberal policies across Latin America, and we lived through it.
More than 30 years after civilian rule returned to the region, the fight for justice grinds on. The results limited, in some countries non-existent. Many of those accused of some of the worst human rights abuses of the 20th century have died. Others are frail. However, with this verdict, the true extent of the systematic and brutal planning of Operation Condor is out in the open. Daniel Schweimler, Jazeera, Buenos Aires.